Welcome to the Elite Designer Podcast by the White Space Elite Circle, a community where creatives learn, earn, and network to stand out. This podcast delivers top-tier insights for designers and creatives looking to grow both in career and business. Join our host, Oluwafemi Akingbola, and a lineup of brilliant creative minds as they share real-world experiences, proven strategies, and powerful tips to thrive in this ever-evolving industry.
All right, creators, welcome back to the Elite Designer Podcast. And in today's episode, I will be dropping a wake-up call for every designer, every writer, every photographer, every freelancer, 3D artist, every visual communicator out there who is feeling drowned or who is drowning already. See, the truth is, it is not the work that is drowning you. It is actually the invisible work. And I'll define that in a jiffy. Invisible work are those things that are not on the invoice. They never show up on the invoice. Things like, back and forth, chasing late payments, overthinking proposals. Let me just break down 3 fixes and the 3 practical steps to getting rid of invisible work, right? It's not the workload that is killing you per se, but it's the invisible work. Things like endless client revisions, the back and forth, the ones that go on and on way past what was agreed. Well, except you did not agree, but the ones that extend past your delivery time. Change this, change that. I don't like this. Can you make the logo bigger? All those things. Endless client revisions can be tiring, right? I've been there and I've gone past there. So the second is chasing late payments, because somehow you become the debt collector in your own business. You chase them here and there, up and down, to make sure that they pay for whatever service in which you have rendered. That can be extremely draining. And of course, overthinking proposals, spending hours trying to impress clients with customized documents they barely read. So on proposals, it's another ball game entirely. You need to know how to navigate the proposal corridors, right? So the truth is, this is work that doesn't grow your business, right? All these things don't grow your business. It doesn't pay the bills. It doesn't put money in your pockets. They don't make you a better creative. They just burn you out. And here's the truth. Most of this invisible work exists because of loose boundaries. If you remember, I made a podcast episode on boundaries and setting boundaries. I think you should listen to that if you've not listened to it, so that you understand how to mark boundaries and what boundaries really mean. And if you don't draw the line, no one will draw the line and you will be frustrated, right? So let me now run you through the fix of all these points that I mentioned earlier. The endless client revisions, the chasing late payments, and overthinking proposals. So the very first step is you need to cap your number of revisions. It can be 2, it can be 3, it can be 4. And when I mean cap, it can be 2 revisions max. And once they exceed the number of revisions, they begin to pay again per revision. So if I'm saying I'm only extending to you 3 revisions after the project has been submitted, when the client exceeds these revisions, all you need to do is to put a token on every extra revision that you are going to implement. This one clause can save you hours, not because clients will magically stop asking, but because now you have a line to point back to say, so, and so. I mentioned this, I mentioned that. Let them know. You say, you get 2 rounds of changes or 3 or 4, depending on the number you put. But, probably in this case, I'm putting like 3. You get 3 rounds of changes. After that, I'm happy to continue at, my hourly rate, or probably per revision, whatever, how it pays you to, charge on these revisions. This shifts the conversation. It tells your clients you value your time, and it encourages them to be clear in their feedback, right? And this is a pro tip. Don't bury it in the fine print. Don't put it in the terms and conditions, or the contract of service, right? Make the revision policy a bold, visible part of your proposal or your onboarding document, if you have one, or a process. And clients respect clear boundaries. And if they don't, that is a big red flag. So even if you're using your WhatsApp to chat up your clients, Make it bold in your chart that this is the number of revision and so my hourly rate after this number of revision. Let me move to the third point. That is the second fix, right? That talks about the second problem is chasing late payment. Here's the second fix. The truth is you need to set an upfront payment. So 50% upfront, 75% upfront, 70% upfront, non-negotiable. See, look, you are not a bank, you're a business, and businesses get paid to start work. This deposit serves two purposes. Number one, it protects your time and energy. And number two, it filters out clients who aren't serious. We have a lot of unserious clients. So this filters these people out. If someone flinches at the upfront payment and says, I can't do this, or why will I? See, that's your red flag. That is your cue to walk away. Real clients understand the value of what you bring, and if they don't, you are better off without them. Saying no to a client or saying no to a project will not kill you. So here's a simple script or a simple sample. You can say, to reserve your spot and begin, I require a 50% deposit or probably maybe a 70%, whatever it is you're doing. The final 50% or maybe the final 30% is due upon project delivery. Clean, clear, simple, and professional. And of course, without wasting much time, let's move to the very third fix. And that is the fix to the overthinking proposals, right? You need to automate your proposal. You need to automate your proposal with templates. See, you don't need to reinvent the wheel every time. You need systems. Create just one killer proposal template that you can tweak in minutes. And if you like, two, probably a very comprehensive one for high-paying clients and probably a less, comprehensive one for other clients, right? So it can be one template, it can be two. Use tools like, Notion, Canva, or even Google Docs. And if you like it to be well designed, probably you're a designer, you're not a writer, you're not a photographer, you can go ahead to use your Illustrator to design something, your PowerPoint, make it more presentable, but make sure you have a template. And in that proposal, outline your services, your process, your pricing, and policies. Plug and play. Done in 10 minutes, not in 2 hours. That energy you were wasting trying to, look for professional, put it in your craft, not on your paperwork. Remember, I said if you have more time, you can still buff it up with one or two, design elements. But remember that it starts from a template. Build a template, right? You don't need to start and reinvent the wheel every time. Remember, clients hire you because of your creative genius, not your formatting skills, right? So you need to be fast and be creative. And here's a wrap up and here's a recap. Cap your revisions to about 2 to 3 rounds of revisions per project. Get paid between 50 or 70% upfront, right? This shows commitment from the client side and also makes you get serious, and the ones that are serious with their work. Also, automate your proposals with templates. See, you are a creative, not a customer service bot or robot, right? So act like a CEO, act like the builder of an enterprise, not an overworked assistant. I hope this very episode was able to demystify some things about getting stressed and putting boundaries. So if you got value from this, send it to a freelancer or who needs to hear it. And if you're setting new boundaries in your business, I want to hear about it. Tag me, drop a message, leave a follow. Until next time, remember to protect your energy and own your craft. You are in the Creatorverse. See you in the next episode. Bye for now.
We appreciate you joining us for this episode. Be sure to rate, review, leave a like, and follow the channel. Also, feel free to visit whitespacecreatorverse.com to join the community and access resources that will help you reach your career and business goals faster. That's www.whitespacecreatorverse.com. Until next time, stay creative.